Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today's video is drugstore themed. For some reason, the drugstore was just really calling my name when I was video planning for this week. I think honestly because I have been acting like a crazy person every time I go into Target or Ulta over the past month or so. I feel like there have just been so many exciting new skincare and makeup launches that I cannot help myself. So I thought it would be fun to just sit down and talk through all of the products that I have purchased recently that are under $25. There are tons of launches that have quickly become favorites of mine. A lot of good stuff in this video. Others where I'm like, it's okay, fell flat, but we'll of course dive into details for all the products that I have here in a second. Before we do, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, click on that notification bell, and drop a comment below letting me know if there is a new drugstore product that you have really been loving lately. Thank you so much for doing those things. It really helps to support me with the YouTube algorithm, so I appreciate you so much for doing that. And as always, if you need anything from me, check out my description box below. I have Lightroom preset filters for editing your Instagram photos, my SPF merch, timestamps, discount codes, links to all the products I'll be talking through today, and links to my favorite beauty products of all time. All right, let's talk drugstore new launches. All right, let's start off with skincare first. We have some exciting new launches from Peach Slices, which is a brand that I've recommended to you guys in the past, but they used to have a pretty small collection of products and didn't come out with anything new for a while. So I was like, I don't know if we'll see more from them. And thankfully, we are seeing more from them. They came out with several new products that you can find at Ulta. So they expanded their Snail Rescue range. I think they came out with at least 3 more products in that line. I picked up the Deep Moisture Cream, and they also came out with a new line called Redness Relief. Several products in this line as well. I think a serum, a moisturizer, and a cleanser. I thought I'd start off with the cleanser. It is called the Redness Relief Soothing Cleanser. It's supposed to gently cleanse and soothe for calm, even skin. I thought that sounded right up my alley, so I wanted to give it a go, and I'm glad I did. It's really nice. It has a lot of reparative, protective ingredients in it with different benefits like hydration, decreasing inflammation, soothing, calming redness, etc. So some of the standout ingredients in this that help to do those things include panthenol, Centella asiatica, allantoin, and olivin 1000. Really, really nice ingredients. The texture of this is interesting. They call it a milky gel, so it's a hybrid between a milky cream cleanser and a gel cleanser, and it is really nice. I think I prefer something a little bit milkier and creamier, but that's just because that is my current obsession when it comes to a cleanser. Overall, I think that this is really nice. It feels hydrating, it feels refreshing, it gets the job done, it cleanses without stripping the skin, it's just gentle. I feel like all around a really nice solid cleanser. Then we have the Snail Rescue All-in-One Deep Moisture Cream, which I was super excited to see because they do already have a moisturizer in the Snail Rescue line, but it is a gel moisturizer, and from what I remember of it, it's been a while since I tried it, but I'm pretty sure it was a really watery gel, so it just didn't leave my skin feeling super moisturized, even though it was very hydrating. So especially as we are transitioning into fall, I'm not gonna say the W word yet, can't think about that season, but as we are transitioning into fall, I do wanna start using a little bit of a thicker moisturizer, not super thick and heavy yet, but a little bit thicker than the really lightweight gel moisturizers that I've been using all summer. So I was excited to kind of venture into that with this product. Have to say, I was not disappointed. I'll show you the texture in a minute, but really quickly, some of the ingredient highlights include snail mucin, of course, which is an incredible ingredient. It's an antioxidant? Goodness. Can you tell I've been filming for a long time? It's an antioxidant with so many amazing benefits like repairing the skin, hydrating the skin, calming, soothing, decreasing inflammation, decreasing redness. The list goes on, but this also has a lot of other really nice hydrating, nourishing ingredients like Centella asiatica, hyaluronic acid, squalane, and olivin 1000. The texture of this, oh my gosh, it feels like a luxury or at least a very expensive moisturizer. It is so, so nice. Yes, it's definitely a cream, but I feel like there's almost something a little bit jelly about it. Like it's a lighter weight moisturizing cream. It feels amazing. It absorbs really nicely into the skin. No issues with it, not blending in well. It just feels so good. And I feel like this is the perfect consistency for a fall moisturizer before we need something really thick and heavy. Love it. Next, we have some Cerave launches. Always exciting to see what they are going to come out with next. They launched a couple makeup removers, finally. For the longest time, I think they only had the micellar water for makeup removal, so I have been waiting for products like this from them. And an eye cream, kind of random, but couldn't help myself, had to buy it. Okay, first, let's talk about the Makeup Removing Cleansing Balm. I think I was the most interested in trying this product. This has a lot of your typical nice, nourishing, replenishing ingredients that you'll find in CeraVe products like ceramides and cholesterol. It also has jojoba oil. I was actually expecting to see coconut oil on the label because the texture really reminds me of coconut oil. But no coconut oil. It is, I guess, just something that feels like it. So it has a nice texture that melts down really quickly, immediately melts makeup off. It does work really well. It also works on eye makeup, mascara. Yes, it gets messy, but I feel like for me, any cleansing balm gets messy when I'm trying to remove mascara. Well, I guess it's the mascara getting messy, but because of the cleansing balm, I've never used a balm that is just like a one swipe. So I have to rub back and forth several times, but in doing that, it removes my eye makeup really well. And again, I don't have to tug. So it works, it does the job, no complaints, except for the amount of product that you get for the price. So this only has 1.3 ounces of product in it and it's $13.99. I just feel like it's so teeny. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little bit harsh, but I feel like the cleansing balm from the drugstore that I talked to you guys about most recently is the e.l.f. cleansing balm. I recommended that in my last drugstore gems video, and that one has 2 ounces of product in it and is $11. So it's cheaper for more and it works just as well. So I don't know, up to personal preference. If you are a diehard CeraVe fan, I think that you'll really enjoy it. But if you're just looking for a good, affordable cleansing balm, then I think e.l.f. does the same thing for a little bit less and a little bit more. Then we have the other makeup remover, which is called the Comforting Eye Makeup Remover. This also has ceramides and cholesterol plus hyaluronic acid. And this, I'll just say right away, really threw me off. I mean, I thought this was small, but then I saw this and I was like, what? Because I feel like eye makeup remover is always pretty tall. There's usually a lot of product because, at least for me, I feel like I have to use a lot of the liquid to remove my eye makeup and I just go through them really, really quickly. So I was like, this won't last me long, but okay, let's move on. So it has a really liquidy consistency. It's a little bit milky, but it doesn't feel oily at all. So if you don't love the feel of a really oily eye makeup remover, then you would probably really like this. No oil, it works really well too. This is another product where, yes, I need to rub back and forth several times to remove my eye makeup, but I don't have to pull on my lashes, which is great. I like to avoid that if I can. So again, if you are really interested in this product, if you love CeraVe, then I don't think you'll dislike it. But you guys know that I really love to use micellar water with a microfiber towel, which, by the way, is also how I use this product, with a microfiber towel. Y'all know that I love to use micellar water, and the micellar water that I use has 13.5 ounces of product for $10.49. This is $10.99 for 4 ounces of product. I don't know. And last from CeraVe is a new eye cream, which is actually nice, or was nice to see, because if you watched my last CeraVe video where I shared my top 5 products from the brand and bottom 5 products from the brand, then you will know that their original eye cream fell into the bottom 5 for me. The texture of that, y'all, something was not right. It kind of reminded me of cottage cheese. It just, nope, wasn't good. So I had high hopes for this. It's their skin renewing eye cream, and this has a lot of really nice ingredients. Includes things that you don't always find in CeraVe products like niacinamide, caffeine, peptides, plus your typical CeraVe blend of ceramides, hyaluronic acid, cholesterol. So a lot of really nice replenishing anti-aging ingredients that I love for targeting around the eyes. Plus, a bonus, I think, is that this has petrolatum pretty high up on the label. So that is a really, really nice ingredient to use around the eyes at night because it's really going to help to lock in moisture. But if you're someone that doesn't love the feeling of a really thick ointment around the eyes, like the CeraVe Healing Ointment, which is what I use as an eye cream. If you don't love that, if you don't like the feeling of an ointment on your pillows, that's a little too intense for you, then something like this is a nice step down where it still is thicker than maybe your traditional eye cream, but not quite as thick as an ointment. It's not for everyone, I get it. I'll be honest, I was nervous about this one when I first squeezed it out of the tube because it kind of had a little bit of that clumpy look, but the second that you start to rub this in, it feels so nice and soft and conditioning. It really does feel nice around the eyes. I will give them that. So I think that this is definitely a huge step up from their original eye cream. If you wanted to test one out from them and that one let you down, I don't think that this one will. Is it the best eye cream I've ever tried? My absolute favorite? No, but I also don't think I have any eye creams with this kind of texture, so I think that's a nice plus to it. Okay, when I told you guys I went crazy, I meant it, but this specifically, the day that I bought all these products, is what comes to mind for the day that I went the most crazy at the drugstore. So I was just walking up and down the beauty aisles, as I do almost every single week, and I saw a bunch of products with this logo. The brand name is called Frenshe. I actually don't know how to pronounce it. So I was like, that's kind of a weird name for a brand, but I was very intrigued because they had all of these different body care products with amazing sounding scents. Come to find out, after I purchased literally a million products, basically the entire display, this is Ashley Tisdale's wellness brand, which I thought was really interesting. Good for you, girl. So this brand has, I believe, 4 signature scents, if I am not mistaken, maybe one more. I think I picked up 3 of the scent options, but not the 4th. And they have a lot of different body care products like body wash, Milky body lotion, a hair, body, and linen mist, a serum stick, plus perfume oil, bath bombs, a hand serum, and scrubs. A lot, I love. And if you watched my body care routine video from this winter, I think is when I posted that, then you know that I have been super into body care recently and kind of making it a self-care experience, which is why I bought almost everything from them. So let's quickly talk through them. Okay, quickly, I'm gonna talk through the 3 scents that I picked up. I think the 4th scent was just like a little bit more musky and masculine. It still smelled really good, but I liked these better. So first is Solar Fleur. This is supposed to bring you joy and bliss, and it does. It's just a really yummy, bright, fruity scent. Super good. Then we have Citrus Amber, which is supposed to awaken and uplift, and it does. This is also bright and fruity, but with a little bit of warmth in it from that amber. It's such a unique combination of scents, but I'm obsessed with it. This actually, I think, is my favorite. Believe it or not, really good. And then last is Cashmere Vanilla, which you guys know I love scents like this. Very comforting, very warm, very soft. Ugh, you can't go wrong with any of them. All right, let's talk about the actual products quickly. So the lotion, I will say, is not the best lotion I've ever tried. It is a jelly cream that's really lightweight, so I like that about it. It's not sticky, nothing like that, but it just doesn't leave my skin feeling super moisturized all day long. So I still think it's worth trying because it may work well for you. And they smell so freaking good, but I probably won't repurchase the lotions after I use all 3 of these up since I bought so many. The body wash though, I cannot say the same thing about. I will continue to repurchase the body washes. I mean, I feel like it's difficult to do a body wash wrong, so there's nothing really remarkable for me to call out about the formula of it. It's like any other body wash, but it's really good. It doesn't leave my skin feeling stripped or dry. Just works well, but then also smells so freaking good. So I will continue to buy these for sure. Then we have the Soothing Body Serum Stick, which I think I was the most confused by, but the most excited to try. I don't know what it is about a body stick. Lately, I've been really into them, don't ask. So this is infused with magnesium, squalane, and seawater, and it's supposed to offer targeted hydration and relaxation. And I have to say, I don't really get this product. Like, I don't actually know exactly what this is supposed to do. I mean, yeah, hydrate, but something about it is amazing. It feels so good. It's like cooling and soft and moisturizing and hydrating all at the same time. I don't know how it's cooling like that, but this feels so nice, you guys. And then as you're rubbing it in, you just like get the aromatic experience from the fragrance. Dang, this I think is gonna have to be a new staple in my self-care routine, because it really does, like especially with this scent that I got, the cashmere vanilla. This is so relaxing. And now I want the citrus amber one for morning to wake me up. And then another one for midday. And then last we have the hair, body, and linen mist. I have also been really into mists like this because I feel like there's just so many different things that you can do with it. You can use it as a body perfume, a hair perfume. You can spray it on your sheets. You can use it as a room spray. It's just a really nice all-in-one product. So love this. Gonna have to buy all the fragrances in this as well. Okay, let's wrap up with makeup that I've purchased, starting off with the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Bronzer. This was the only product, so let me double check. Yes, in this entire video that was sent to me in PR, but oh my gosh, I love this so much. Goodbye, voice. I feel like there aren't that many solid bronzers at the drugstore, so the fact that this is as amazing as it is honestly as amazing as it is honestly a game changer for the drugstore, because now we have this awesome option and they have tons of different shades. It's just such a great bronzer. It is really blendable. It's easy to build, easy to work with. It has a nice soft matte finish, so it doesn't look dry, but it's not glittery or anything weird. I feel like that's an issue with a lot of drugstore bronzers. They're glittery. And I'm like, for why? Who wants a glittery bronzer? So this is absolutely beautiful. I really have been wearing this nonstop. So my cheeks right now, take a look. I would highly recommend it. Essence came out with a new highlighter, and their, oh gosh, what is it? Pure Nude highlighter is by far my favorite affordable highlight. So this one was an interesting launch. They also have blushes called the Blush, and I freaking love those blushes. So this was kind of like the highlight version of that. They came out with 4 different shades. I picked up the shade Sun Showers right here. It's like a nice champagne gold. It has a really nice soft feel. Oh, they make some really nice powders. So impressive. They are dirt cheap. It's amazing. We love that for the drugstore. But this is a really nice highlight. It looks soft and diffused on the cheeks. It's not dry and powdery. It's not glittery. Wasn't surprised knowing how much I love the Pure Nude highlight. I think that one is still my favorite though. But if they don't have a shade that you love in that Pure Nude range, then definitely check this out, because it's a good one for sure. I feel like NYX has come out with so many new products lately, so we have a few different launches from NYX, but we'll start off with their Wonder Stick. So I believe they first came out with the Contour Highlight Wonder Stick, where on one end you have a highlighter, on the other you have contour, and it's definitely a very convenient type of product to have in your collection if convenience is something that you're after with makeup. And surprisingly, it's actually a pretty nice product. I feel like sticks can be really tricky. A lot of the times I feel like they're too waxy or balmy. They feel heavy and sticky. They kind of pull your makeup. They don't blend well. But surprisingly, these actually blend really nicely in my opinion. Not as nice as like a true creamy bronzer because they're pretty dry for a cream, but I think that that's nice then because it doesn't leave you with a really heavy feel on the cheeks or something that looks greasy and shiny. It's definitely more of a natural to matte dry down. So they worked for me. I'm just not obsessed with products like this. I also don't love the highlight applied directly to the cheeks. I think that it looks a lot better if I kind of rub it onto my fingers and then dab it on in that way. Looks a little bit more natural, more diffused. So not a bad product, just not something I can see myself using all the time, if that makes sense. And then they came out with a blush version as well. Does this? Yeah, dual-ended cream blush stick. I feel like I was reading reviews saying the contour side is way too pink for contouring, and I was like, wait, what? I don't think this is supposed to contour. So again, the one that I have at least is supposed to be blush on both ends. They're just different colors. So it's light peach on one side, baby pink on the other. They're pretty pinks, but they're just a little bit too bold in color, I think, for my personal preference. I definitely prefer a little bit of a subtler more everyday wearable pink. They're not crazy bold, but just for me and my makeup taste, I like something that looks a little bit more subtly pink than these. But if you're into a really, really bold, fun pink, then I think that you would enjoy the colors. I just don't love using sticks like this for blush. For some reason, I feel like it's a little bit more difficult for me to blend these in the blush region of my cheek than it is the contour stick. Maybe that's because I have more space to work with when I'm contouring or bronzing. Obviously with blush, it's a smaller area, but I don't know. I found that to be a little bit trickier, even though they still are not, you know, difficult to blend. It's not like it does not have good blendability. It's just, I have to work with it a little bit more. And I think I just am not obsessed with the finish of it on my cheeks. I like something to, I don't know, have a little bit more of a soft radiance to it. I don't want a shiny, greasy looking blush, but something in between. And I feel like it's a little bit too matte for me. So won't continue using this. I will find a new home for it, but I can see why a lot of people really enjoy these. They have pretty good reviews online and I get why. Next from NYX is this Ultimate Glow Shot Brightening Liquid Eyeshadow. I had high hopes for this. These have really good reviews too, but I don't know. This one just does not quite work well for me. This is called Golden Goji, and the shade itself is really beautiful. It's like this soft champagne-y gold color, but I feel like it's super watery, and as I apply it and then blend it in, because of how watery it is, the pigment just kind of goes away. I don't know. I was hoping it would be similar to something like the Stila liquid eyeshadow. Remember those from back in the day? Not quite the same for me, at least. I don't know if it's just the shade, if the other ones are better, but this is not something I would personally recommend. But a product that I would absolutely recommend from NYX is their This Is Milky gloss. So they originally came out with these Milky glosses a few months ago, and then I saw that they came out with a new version of them. I think they called it the Milkshake version, if I'm not mistaken. And I was like, what's the difference? What's so milkshakey about them? But I realized it's literally just the scent. They do smell really good, I'm not gonna lie, but they're very, very sweet and milkshakey. So if you're not into that kind of thing, maybe skip and go for the original Milky gloss. But I really wanted to pick up these two shades specifically, so that's why I went with the Milkshake version. The first shade that I got is called Choco Latte Shake. It's a really pretty mid-toned kind of neutral brown. I love that. And the other one that I picked up is called Oob Milkshake. Ubi, you guys, I've never seen that word in my life. I have no idea how to pronounce that, but this is more of a mid-toned kind of berry pink. It's also very pretty. It's a little bit too dark for me to wear by itself, but mixed with other things, I love it. So my favorite way to wear these is to actually mix them together. I feel like it gives you such a beautiful shade. That is what I actually have on my lips right now. And this formula is so, so nice. It's very soft and cushy and conditioning. It has a really nice amount of gloss and a really good amount of pigment as well. I feel like this actually has a medium amount of pigment at first with a couple swipes. So if you want it to be more sheer, you will want to dab it out a little bit, but very, very pretty. Good job, NYX. And last but certainly not least are these e.l.f. No Budge Cream Eyeshadows. So obviously this is eyeshadow. I knew that when I purchased it, but when I saw the colors on the back, I was like, I wonder if I could try to use that as kind of like a gel liner with really pretty brown colors. And spoiler alert, you absolutely can. That is what I have on my eyes right now. These are amazing cream liners. I actually have not used them as eyeshadow, so I can't speak to that, but as a cream liner, they're so good, so easy to work with. They just have the perfect amount of slip and glide when you're applying, but then they dry down completely and last all day without smudging. It is like a miracle. So the darker of the two, which is the shade that I have on now, is called Plateau. It's just a really, really nice neutral deep brown, and they also have a lighter brown called Sand Dune. I had really high hopes for this, but I feel like on me, it just looks a little bit too gray in undertone. So I don't know if you had cool tone skin or more neutral leaning skin, this would probably look a lot more flattering on you than it does on me, but I hope they come out with more shades in this specific type of product because, oh my gosh, you guys, like, I feel like I would never need to buy a liquid eyeliner ever again because these are that good. All right, you guys, we're gonna wrap up this video here. I unfortunately, for me and my wallet, have purchased even more than that from the drugstore recently, but I feel like this is a good place to cut it off. So if you would like to see a part 2, if you want more videos where I am just chatting through newness at the drugstore, let me know. I am happy to make this an ongoing series, but if you did enjoy the video and you want to see more like this, please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, click on that notification bell, and send my channel to a friend. Thank you so much for doing those things. Your support means the world. Thank you for watching. I love you guys so much. Make sure to stay tuned for my next video because that will be up in a few days, but until then, I hope you have a great few days.